Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance, episode 61 of Guess the Trade. Well, back in episode 60, that was a reload episode, so there's no answer to be given. We already know what JTX Tools trade was. He is a general contractor from Southern California. But if you missed that new loadout of his, you might want to go back and watch that episode. It was a really nice loadout, so I appreciate him sending that in. Well, today we're going to get back into the Guess the Trade. It's someone we've not looked at before, and today we're going to look at Random. He has sent in his Milwaukee Pack-Out backpack along with a small EDC pouch. So again, the idea is we're going to look at these, look at his setup, look at his tools, see if we've got any questions for him, see if we can learn something from his setup, but then ultimately guess at what it is that we think that he does with these tools. So that's the idea behind these. We're going to go ahead and jump into it. I appreciate him sending these in, but let's go ahead and check out his tools. So we're going to start out looking at the outside of his bag. Again, it is a Milwaukee Pack-Out backpack. He's got the Freedom Fries patch up here, also with a USA flag, also a light, some safety glasses, and then also some gloves right there of some sort. Look like Carhartt based on the logo. Again, very nice looking bag from Milwaukee. Looks a lot like a Tech Pack from Vito Pro Pack. Going on to the next picture. So here's one side. We have the C.H. Hansen stud finder, also a Holstery Magmaster. Does look like he's got a Railer bit rail tucked up in there behind that front pouch as well. Moving on to the next picture. Other side, we've got a Stanley tape measure, 8 millimeter or 8 meter, not millimeter, and 26 foot. Also a Klein non-contact voltage tester, Milwaukee Fastback, and then looks like a blue Inkzall. And then the pack-out operation on this looks like it's on the side over here. Looks like you got your little lever there to break it free. Going to the other, or to the front side, you pull back that flap. Looks like he's got some yellow tape, 3M adhesive tape. Also looks like maybe black electrical tape, some more cut level 1 type-ish gloves in there. And then again, there's his safety glasses and that Railer bit rail. Looks like those are hex keys on that. Here's the back side. You can see his strap. So that's kind of like a laptop sleeve. He's got a laptop actually down in there. So Random, you may mention what your laptop size is, because sometimes that's a question a lot of people ask, whether it's Vito bags, Milwaukee bags, whatever the tool bag, if it's got a spot for a tablet or a laptop, sometimes there's questions in the comment section of, hey, do you know what size laptop fits in that? So if you know what size yours is, drop that in the comments below. But he has that. Also looks like he's possibly got like a zippered notepad or something like that in there as well. Moving on to the front side of the bag, when you open that up, there's the loadout of the bag. He's going to pull these tools out, so this just to give you an idea of how the tools kind of lay out within the bag itself. We'll look at the tools individually here in just a minute, but just again, just to give you an idea there. Next picture coming over to the side, so there's a side pouch. Looks like he's got his EDC type pouch that we're going to look at down inside this side along with something else. And again, we'll see that, but then you're also kind of looking at a side view of that main part of the bag right there as well. Other side over here looks like he's got a Fluke meter. I don't know if that's the 324. Kind of looks like that style of meter. I don't know if that's the number on it yet. Maybe we'll see that. So again, just to give you an idea, looking through the side of the bag, moving on to the next picture. So here is the pouch that's on the flap. Looks like he's got a power bank. Also some sort of a, almost looks like a pair of scissors or something like that. And then some orange nitrile type gloves, maybe some first aid stuff, all that kind of stuff in there. So now we're going to start getting to the tools. We'll go up here to the top, kind of scroll down a little bit. So there's a pouch. We're going to see that pouch separate here in a minute. That's what I'm calling his EDC pouch. Whenever I looked at it, we'll see what's within there. He's also got one of those headlamps that's kind of the, I forget what the brand name is of the people who wanted to send me one, Light Band or something like that. I don't know if that's which one that one is or not. He's got the Fluke 323, not the Fluke 324. Some Milwaukee locking pliers. He's also got the Knipex Cobras. Those are the 250, so those are 10-inch. And then also the pliers wrench. He's got some of the Klein Legacy or USA blackout pliers right there, Lyman pliers. Also a long, I can't read that brand on the, this looks like Sonata maybe on the, or Tecton. It's Tecton, the red screwdriver, the slotted screwdriver. Milwaukee right angle adapter. Again, Railer bit rails, ball end hex keys. Small light right there. Some first aid stuff. Those were Carhartt gloves. Phillips slotted HDX screwdriver. Those look like those might have magnetic tips on those. Klein Tools automatic stripper. And it looks like he marks all his stuff with orange paint or orange something around all his handles. So he's got Klein diagonals, Milwaukee strippers. Moving on over, we'll go down some. DeWalt locking bit holder, that's the 6-inch. Inkzall, Sharpie, a pen. He's got a punch. Let's see, that is the Klein, some sort of N1. That might be like the 17-in-1 or the 15-in-1. He told me in his email, and I don't remember which one it is he said off the top of my head, but he said one of them worked out better for him. But he's got that one there, but it looks like he's also put his own Milwaukee bits in there instead of the Klein bits, so he's got those. Small little pry bar, S-wing hammer. I know so many people that's got that hammer. I've got that same exact hammer as well. Let's see, those look like shears. I don't think those are Wiss. I'm not sure what the brand is. Yeah, they possibly are Wiss, I guess. Milwaukee Impact, it looks like, 12 volt. I don't think that's the Surge. I think that's the Impact. Couple Milwaukee flip sockets. He's made his own Klein Modbox bit case right there with some drill bits. Also bits and bit holders. So that's a nice setup right there. And then he's got the starter kit, it looks like, over there. Or maybe that's the original 1/4-inch set, not the starter kit, because it's got all those bits. Safety vests. So sometimes that might play a role in your thinking of the Guess the Trade. I'm not sure what this is, and the white and the black down here. Inside of those right there could be a liquid. I'm not real sure. Let's see, he's got a combi square, also a small pair of needle nose, small tubing cutter, a torpedo level, and then some Bosch drill bits inside of a case. So that's that side right there. Now we'll go on over to the other side, zoom in a little bit. So we looked at I think we were at the gloves. So yes, those were scissors down in there. That's what those handles look like, but you couldn't really see the rest of it. Again, first aid type stuff. Anchor power bank. Again, Klein non-contact voltage tester. It was the Milwaukee 1505 fastback. And again, there's his laptop. Looks like a fairly decent size. I don't know if that's like maybe a 13-inch or something like that. Could be a 11.9 or whatever that is inch as well. Also eating that RX bar, the 3 egg whites, 14 peanuts, and 2 dates. He's got that in there as well. Classic like Zippo style lighter. And those things were something that if you had one of those whenever you were a kid, whenever I was a kid, you were really something. If you had a Zippo lighter that you could flip open and light, it was like that's something that made you cool whenever I was a kid. But he's got one of those in there. Also has some AirPod type headsets. I don't know if those are AirPods. I couldn't tell you the difference between those and any other one. I don't wear those that often. And then he's also got a small key ring type thing with a knife and a couple other things on it. I'm not real sure what those are. That's on there as well, but that's the other side of his bag right there. Moving on to the next picture. So here's that, what I was calling his EDC bag or EDC pouch, but it was actually in his tool bag. Again, just looking at the pictures, I assume this was maybe something he put on his belt, but this fits in one of the side pouches on his bag. Looks like he's got a pencil, knife, razor blade, those kinds of things. We're going to see him out here in just a minute. So that's what we got right here. So it looks like he's got one of those caulking tools where you can get the corners and all that kind of stuff. Also a pencil of some kind, a Gerber knife. That one looks a little pretty futuristic-ish looking. It looks like looks like it'd be easy for that blade to maybe come out of that, but I'm sure it won't. But he's also got a razor blade with a 1/4-inch thing on it. That's pretty interesting right there. I'm really curious where you got that, because that would allow you to use basically any screwdriver handle you want to. So make sure random and let me know where you got this razor blade. I'm going to look that up and see if I can find one of those. But that's definitely something in your loadout that I'm going to end up buying. Looks like he's also got a scale there, or you can kind of look at it almost like a scale slash pair of calipers, I guess. Also a Olfa style knife, number 2 pencil. I'm not sure if that's another pencil over there. Down here looks like another caulking tool, surgical blades, more blades. So that's an Olfa blades that he's putting in that knife up there, along with lots of other blades inside of that container right there. There's like a credit card squeegee type deal, and then also a Goo Gone tape and sticker lifter there as well. So I believe that might be his last picture. It is. There's his name. So again, here's the inside of that pouch that is in the side of his bag. We're going to go back now. There's part of his tools that's in his pack out backpack. There's the other half. And then now we'll just go through the pictures real fast just to kind of see those tools back in that bag again, in case this is a bag you've been interested in. Now you have an idea of how many tools fit within that bag, what kind of tools will fit in there, how they fit, all those kinds of things like that. So then we'll get out to the outside of the bag. There's one side, there's the other, and then there's that front section right there. But that's Random's loadout inside of his Milwaukee Pack-Out backpack. Lots of really interesting things in there. I'm definitely interested in that razor blade scraper with that 1/4-inch adapter. Then I can make it any screwdriver handle I want to. I really like that. So definitely let me know where you picked that up from. I'm probably going to go in there and search it, but just in case I don't find it, let me know where that is. But again, maybe you've got some questions for him about some tools that he has. He has several unique things. I'm kind of interested what's in the white and the black bottle. Is that a liquid that is white and black, or is that just the color of the bottle? And then that might play some role in what it is that he does. He's got goo gone. He's got a lot of scraper blades and knives and stuff like that. So really interested in unique things, I guess, to kind of figure out exactly what he does. So don't forget to guess down in the comments below, what is it that you think Random does with these tools? As always, I hope this video is interesting in some way. Hope it helps you out with your loadout. You guys stay safe. Have a blessed day. I'll see you on the next video.